Welcome back to Canberra for our next match here on Court 10, our show court here on BN Sports. It is girls 14 under singles final action between Seung Yeon SEO of Queensland, the number 1 seed, up against the number 7 seed, Latasha THIMMAIAH from New South Wales. As we can see, players just warming up on court at the moment. For those of you here for our previous match, what a fantastic boys 14 under final we had. But now it's girls action here on court with what's promised to be a fantastic match between these two highly credentialed players. Claycourt once again joining me, Matt Clayton, here on court. Jade, what are we expecting from this match, do you think? Don't have Jade just got yet. So, as we can see, players here, both right-handers. Number 1 seed, SEO from Queensland. Has had a really good run so far in this tournament. And for THIMMAIAH from New South Wales, well, really promising young player as well. So she's 14 from Queensland. Has taken down some big scalps to get to the final here. So no doubt should be making the most of the opportunity. 2 minutes of warm-up left here on court.
Ladies and gentlemen, this under-14 girls singles final match will consist of 3 tie-break sets. To the left of the chair, Seung Yeon SEO. To the right of the chair, Latasha THIMMAIAH. THIMMAIAH won the toss and elected to serve.
Just instructions there from our chair umpire. Nice and clear about what's taking place here in this match. So, THIMMAIAH closest to screen. SEO at the top of your screen as we currently have it. He's just going through their serving routines as part of the warm-up here. Already seen some fantastic matches across the day. 1 minute to go. The girls 12 and under final still is going on. Sadie Gillard from South Australia up against Vanessa Fitzgerald from Queensland. Currently the score's 6-2 first set to Gillard. 3-love currently to Sadie Gillard, the number 1 seed. So at this stage, certainly looks like the South Australian will win that 12 and under girls final. So 30 seconds to go. So both players just going back to their chairs to get ready. I saw in the boys match earlier on, as opposed to many of the other matches we've called across the summer so far, particularly with those Pro Tour events. A lot less time taken in between points and also in there as they sit down. So really fast action in terms of what takes place on court. Just a reminder, it's a best of 3 tie-break sets here. With that warming up in Canberra, we started at a very cool 6 degrees this morning. We're up to 14 degrees now. Sunny, no rain, as you can see in the background. Not a cloud in the sky here up in Canberra. So, Claycourt, what do we think we're looking forward to in this match?
Well, perfect conditions for the girls' final. The boys got the short end of the stick, the 8:30 a.m. start in Canberra, so they were out with 6-degree temperatures. But these the girls now. You take a look around here in Canberra, you can't get any better conditions than this. So
First set.
it is perfect. And
Latasha
well, if
THIMMAIAH to serve.
this is anything
Ready, play.
similar to the boys' final, we're in for a treat here.
Love 15.
Oh, great shot there from Sol down the line. Love 15. It's a quality shot to kick things off there. Another good return there from Saw, putting the pressure on a THIMMAIAH serve. Love 30 here. Good strong serve there from THIMMAIAH. Out wide on the board, 15-30.
Expecting some long rallies in this girls' final here today. Serve shouldn't be as much as a factor as it was in the boys' national final.
Fault. 15-40.
Double fault there from THIMMAIAH. So early break point opportunity here for Sal. She is looking strong early doors here, the number 1 seed, 15-40. THIMMAIAH pulls back one of those break point opportunities. Still 30-40. THIMMAIAH just misses that backhand. So Seung Yeon SEO takes the first game here of the first set. She's at 1-love here as players look to change ends.
You can see here on our broadcast here at beIN Sports, not a single cloud in the sky, and number 1 seed off to a tremendous start. It's been a wonderful few days in Canberra, seeing some of Australia's finest prospects in the 12 and 14s category.
Seung Yeon SEO to serve.
So Seung Yeon SEO to serve. THIMMAIAH just plays that ball a little bit long.
15-love.
15-love.
So you can see the lateral movement of Yeon SEO. She slides wonderfully well into that two-hand backhand open stance, playing defense.
Double fault there from Seung Yeon SEO. Not a great way to kick off a service game here. Obviously a few little nerves. 15-all. And goes wide.
30-15.
30-15. So consolidating now on that serve, coming back into it after a little nerve with the double fault. 40-15. Struggling again with that serve. 40-30. Jade really struggling with that first serve and second serve as well here.
Yeah, certainly is, and as I mentioned there before, I was referring to the first serve velocity that these girls will be able to produce here in this girls' final with double faults. They're a completely different animal altogether, and some real problems here for Yeon SEO.
Thimmaiyah plays that one long, wide, sorry. Advantage to Seow.
So look at this movement here, sliding from Yeon SEO. Great defensive prowess on the clay. Making Thimmaiyah hit 2 or 3 extra balls.
Well, it's a good fight back from Seung Yeon SEO. She's able to hold serve after a very nervous looking service game, but she's out to 2-love here in the first set.
Yeah, Yeon SEO, she does what she had to do right there, Matt, and she was battling some service issues on that second serve delivery, but it's just her movement and ability to scramble that gets her through, and very important on clay. It's just, you've got to scramble, you've got to have the ability to change direction and chase every ball, and she showed that right there.
15-love.
14 all here. Fortune there for THIMMAIAH, just clipping the net, going over. Plays that ball long. 30 all.
So THIMMAIAH, number 7 seed, New South Wales. Stick it on the scoreboard here, 30 all. Big moments for her in this final.
Goes long from Seung. THIMMAIAH. 40-30 here. We're going to get on the board here in the first set. That's a super forehand there from Seung Yeon SEO. The scores go to juice.
Well, lovely free-flowing swing there from Yeon SEO. She shows she's got some top-end velocity as well.
Out. Advantage THIMMAIAH.
One serve there from THIMMAIAH. That's the advantage.
Important game here for THIMMAIAH, just to get on the scoreboard.
Out. Juice.
Just not able to put it away at this stage. Back to juice. Well constructed point there from Seung Yeon SEO. Some beautiful forehands, then able to put that ball in behind down the line.
Yeah, Yeon SEO on this last ball gets rather tricky. It's low and below the height of the net, and she uses that two-hand backhand. That racket head drops below the ball. using that left hand to spin the ball up over the net. And another break point. One seed.
And that ball goes wide from THIMMAIAH. So Seung Yeon SEO with the break. She's out to 3-love here in the first set. And apart from a few nervous serves, looking strong at this stage, Jade.
Yeah, certainly looking strong. She battled through, as you mentioned, Matt, that cluster of points there on her service game where the second serve was giving her all kinds of problems, but was able to navigate her way through those tough moments. And certainly when the ball is in play and between the lines, she looks very, very comfortable, whether she's scrambling out wide on both the forehand and backhand, but also she's shown that when she has time on the forehand, she can hit through the court and generate some nice velocity. So a wonderful start for the number one seed, and well, for THIMMAIAH, her goal right now is just to get on the scoreboard, take a little bit of pressure off. Once you see a 1 next to your name on the scoreboard, you certainly feel a lot better about things. So she needs to focus on just making a lot of returns here, getting in the points and really work it from there.
First serve there from Seung Yeon SEO. Follows it up with a deep forehand. 15-love. THIMMAIAH just wild backhand there. 30-love. Another error from THIMMAIAH. Seung Yeon SEO now out to 40-love here. Beautiful touch there from Seung Yeon SEO. She holds serve. She's out to 4-love here in what was a really strong service game there, Jade.
Yeah, it certainly was. And gee, she's cruising right now, isn't she? Look at that forehand. Just working both sides of the court. Shows a bit of creativity there as well. Just to cap things off. And a 4-love lead and real concern for THIMMAIAH.
That's a more aggressive, far better bit of play there from Latasha THIMMAIAH. Good serve, follows it up with a good forehand, inside out. Takes the 15-love. Double fault there from THIMMAIAH. 15 all. Aggressive play again from Seung Yeon SEO.
15-30.
Forces Thimmaiyah to play that ball long. 15-30.
Ball. Out.
Play from Thimmaiyah, more consistent ground strokes there. 30 all.
Here's Thimmaiyah here. Again, Matt, she gets to 30 all. So she's had a couple of opportunities early on in this final. At this moment, at 30 all moment, she hasn't been able to close. Let's see if she can finally string a couple of points together that are key points.
Out.
Thimmaiyah missing that forehand. So suddenly it's a break point opportunity here for So. Yeah, great forehand there from Thimmaiyah. Nice and strong. Back to juice.
Thimmaiyah hanging tough. Needs to get this game.
Advantage.
Good deep return there from Seung Yeon SEO. Break point opportunity again. Thimmaiyah went for it down the backhand line, just got it in, back to juice.
Out.
Good strong return from Seung Yeon SEO. Forced the error for her opponent. Another break point opportunity. There it is. It's another break. Seung Yeon SEO goes out to 5. A love lead here in the first set.
Yeon SEO, just a controlled performance thus far. And again, we see a game, Matt, where Thimmaiyah just unable to get the points necessary from 30 all. And then it went to juice, and then the forehand really just lets her down. But it's full credit to this youngster right here. Very steady there. You can see she's very comfortable moving to the corners of the court, both on the forehand and backhand. Technically very, very good. And THIMMAIAH has had some good moments, but then forehands like that where that ball just way too flat with her swing path there over the high part of the net. It's got to be hit with more topspin there, more safety, and well, the key moments are just being completely dominated by the number 1 seed from Queensland, and THIMMAIAH at love 5 down probably can start thinking about set number 2 and the changes that she can make to get herself into this contest.
This is that forehand, just THIMMAIAH. Dean Love. Backhand there from Seung Yeon SEO at the 30 love. Play at the net there from Seung Yeon SEO. Error from her opponent. At the 40 love and set point here. THIMMAIAH, well, she almost looks resigned to this set going the way of her opponent. One set point save there from THIMMAIAH. Oh, super play from the number 1 seed. She takes the first set, 6 love. Jade, what was a very clinical set there from Seung Yeon SEO.
Yeah, it was indeed, Matt, and she takes the ball on the rise, on the short ball. We might catch it here on our replay. Good height and safety on that one. Moves THIMMAIAH wide and then takes this one early, goes back behind her, which is the perfect Claycourt combination. You can see here, THIMMAIAH, she'll be looking to go after this ball here, looking to move to the backhand, and then she can't put the brakes on and get back. She's on the slip and slide out there on the slow red dirt here in Canberra. And let's see, technically very, very good here as the number 1 seed, and takes that ball with a nice swing early and walks to the chair. 6 games to love as we take a look at some of the numbers here for this girls final. Aces, we'd never expect that count to be very high at this level and age group, but just one for THIMMAIAH. Double faults, so Yeon SEO, she had 3 in that one game there, but since then she's been able to find the service box consistently. So that first serve percentage from THIMMAIAH at 58, love to see that up in the 70% range. That should be her target to try and get on the scoreboard here. And you look at the break points, well, 3 of 6 at 50% success rate for the number 1 seed, and 0 from 0 for THIMMAIAH at this stage, and she really needs to focus to come out, maybe mix things up a little bit, Matt. And since she's been on the cusp of getting on the scoreboard, a couple of 30-all opportunities, some juice points there, but hasn't been able to string 2 points together when she's needed to. So the scoreline looks fairly one-sided, 6 games to love, but it really could be a 6-2 set in favour of the number 1 seed. And as I mentioned, THIMMAIAH, she's been close to getting on the scoreboard, but really needs to just lift her intensity at the beginning of set number 2 here, especially on the big points, and she'll possibly be able to work her way back into this girls' national championship final.
Yeah, absolutely, Jay, well said. So, plenty of work to do for THIMMAIAH here. So, already today we've seen a number of finals take place. Earlier on this court we had the boys 14 under final between the number 1 seed Tommy Camus and Ayush Salunke. And Salunke came away with the chocolates in the end. He won 2-6, 7-5, 6-4. In the boys 12 and under final we had Toma Bogachev from Queensland, the number 2 seed, won 6-1, 6-3 against Rohan Tajani from New South Wales. And the girls 12 and under final, that's just completed. Sadie Gillard from South Australia, the number 1 seed, won 6-2, 6-love against Vanessa Fitzgerald from Queensland, the number 2 seed. So this is the final that we have on court here now at this beautiful championship. So some high quality tennis already taking place across the courts, but still plenty to play for in this girls 14 and under final, as we've just spoken about. Courts have been prepared, players just now taking a quick break, setting themselves for this second set, but already we've seen some fantastic play here, Jake.
Yep, certainly are. So we keep talking about the setting here in Canberra. It's absolutely world class, and when you've got sunny skies above like today and plenty of action going on around the facility, it's just an absolute scene as we see Yeon SEO feeling as comfortable as ever. Number 1 seed, 6-love in that first set, and she looks to have all bases covered, besides those early service issues that she had in some double faults there. 3 double faults so far for Yeon SEO, but it looks like it's been a bit of a once-off there, Matt. She's been able to keep things together, and well, she won all the key points, all the moments that needed to be won at 30 all, a couple of juice games there, and yeah, she really dug in and showed toughness and fight. You wouldn't really have anything bad to say about that first set performance.
No, absolutely, Jade. So what was really impressive was just quality of ground strokes. Just made very few errors on her ground strokes, but got her opponent out of position on many occasions to either force the error or put the pressure onto THIMMAIAH. So she's certainly a quality opponent here. Only young too, only 12, 13 years of age, as opposed to her opponent who's 14. So yeah, it really is a very promising career ahead for the young Queenslander. So players just looking to come back out on court. Seung Yeon SEO want to start things off quickly here, no doubt. She want to keep that momentum going. Would like to take this out in pretty clean, straight sets. But for Latasha THIMMAIAH, what can she do? She's dug deep already through her pathway to this final. So hopefully she can show a bit of that grit as she comes into this match. So we're just waiting on THIMMAIAH to get ready back on court. But it looks like we're about ready to go. Well, here she goes. You can just see THIMMAIAH coming back through now. So we're going to say on court, making sure she keeps warm. As we've mentioned a couple of times, very cool early this morning. Bit of frost about up here in Canberra. Started at 6.2 for the first match, up to a nice balmy 15 degrees here. Sunny, no rain, not a hint of of rain or clouds in the sky. So looks like THIMMAIAH is ready to go. She'll be coming out to serve first here in the second set. Again, Seung solid on those ground strokes, forcing her opponent to try and play a little bit bigger. She misses that forehand there. Like 15.
Out. 15 all.
15 all.
Fault. Out.
So just misses that. Those last couple of shots, really going for broke. Right, she's out to 30-15. Really important for her confidence that she can hold serve here. THIMMAIAH's playing that ball into the net. 30 all. Work here from THIMMAIAH. Here's a chance. Opportunity to hold serve. There's the error from the number 1 seed. So THIMMAIAH, she holds. She's on the board for the first time in this match. She leads 1-love here in the second set.
So well done to THIMMAIAH there. She's able to win, finally win the points and get her on the scoreboard. A forehand error from Yeon SEO. And well, those errors have been few and far between on the big points here in Canberra in this girls national championship final. So a little bit of hope for THIMMAIAH and the number 7 seed from New South Wales. She'll want to come out and get a breaker serve here. It starts with high quality returning.
shot there from THIMMAIAH. Good forehand. 30-15. Super forehand down there, line there from THIMMAIAH. Showing a little bit of confidence now. 30-all. Just hit there from THIMMAIAH. 40-30 now. Score's got a juice. Seung Yeon SEO just looking a little bit tentative on her strokes here in the second set. Very accomplished and assured in the first set, but just a little bit tentative in the shots here, Jay.
Yeah, it is. And a big moment here for THIMMAIAH. Can she string a couple of key points together here? Oh, it's a bad error, Matt Clayton. That is a shot you just cannot miss.
Wasn't a lot on that serve either. Once again, Seung Yeon SEO tentative in that shot. Plays it wide. Back to juice. That's better. A bit more aggressive. So misses that backhand. Back to juice. THIMMAIAH misses that backhand. Has a great opportunity for it, but just gets a little loose. Advantage to SEO. Good volley, but THIMMAIAH just misses that forehand. And Seung Yeon SEO holds serve. 1-all here in the second set.
Well, it's a big game there from the number one seed just to keep things on track to 1-1. And she just holds the THIMMAIAH momentum abruptly.
Check the call here from the chair. And that ball is called long. 15 love.
15 love.
Good forehand there from Seung Yeon SEO. Forces a mistake from her opponent. 15 all.
Out.
Tamaya just misses the ball long.
15-30.
15-30. Yeah, good aggressive play from the number 1 seed. 2 breakpoint opportunities now.
Yep, she seems to be making her move here. Starts with the aggressive forehand and then moves forward. Is clinical on that put away. So, 2 break points. Chance to skip away to a breaker serve here in this championship final.
Game set.
And she gets the break. She's out to 2-1 here in the second set.
And she does the forehand error from THIMMAIAH again. You can see it here. It's the depth of ball from Yeon SEO which causes the problems, and she catches it back late in the swing, and it ball barely makes it halfway up the net. So THIMMAIAH certainly has some issues on that ball there, and Yeon SEO, well, she's thinking clearly out there tactically. And besides a couple of tricky moments at the beginning here of set number 2, she's wrestled momentum and control again with a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And subtly, she's just starting to be a little bit more aggressive on those ground strokes. As we were saying, it's really important for the number 1 seed to continue that momentum. You can see when she was started to drift off, that for THIMMAIAH, opening there, chance to be able to go in and win those points. So can she consolidate that break? That's a challenge for her now.
현재 논란인 아나운서 참사.
Good rally. Just missing that shot does THIMMAIAH. 15 love. serve there from Seung Yeon SEO into the body of THIMMAIAH. That's a 30 love. Oh, aggressive forehand from the number 1 seed, just misses. 30-15. Continues to be aggressive.
Out. 40-15.
40-15. Good chance to consolidate that break now. THIMMAIAH trying to be aggressive, but just making a few too many errors here.
Out.
Another one there. Another long forehand. Love 15.
Club 30.
Good return from the number 1 seed, but THIMMAIAH plays that ball wide again. Love 30.
Yeah, THIMMAIAH, she's just got to start to make more balls, simplify things a little bit here. Certainly slipping away quickly.
Club 40.
Oh, great backhand there from Seung Yeon SEO. Sets up another breakpoint opportunity. In fact, number 3 of them here.
So Yeon SEO again, every now and then she hits through the court. Some very nice velocity.
Nice lot better forehand from THIMMAIAH that time. Nice and deep in the corner. Saves one breakpoint. Still down 15-40.
Out. 30-40.
Just goes wide there. And the breakpoint saved. Still 30-40. We're just checking the call here. Looked like it was out. And out was the call. Another break point saved. Back to juice.
That's well done from THIMMAIAH. That was going to be lights out if she's unable to get out of this game.
Good work there from Jade. You've mentioned before, Jade, a few times that she really catches that ball right at the top of the apex there.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of everything there, Matt, from Yeon. Some high balls with plenty of spin and elevation, followed by some aggressive hitting, taking it early.
Another good aggressive forehand. And that is game and break point to Seung Yeon SEO. She's out to 4-1 lead here in the second set and really taking that momentum with her again.
You can see Yeon goes behind THIMMAIAH again with that forehand. It's been a real positive part of her game today here on the slow red clay of Canberra. She leads 6-love 4-1, and well, this will be one of the greatest comebacks in Australian junior tennis history if THIMMAIAH's able to come back here. She started set number 2 much more positively, but full credit to number 1 seed in Yeon. Just her decision making and shot selection has been a standout of this girls' final till this point. Just knowing where to hit the ball, what shots to hit at what moments, different parts of the court, when to give the ball a little bit more elevation and topspin, when to be aggressive, and well, it's been as impressive a performance as we've seen all week here in Canberra.
Serve down the middle from THIMMAIAH plays the ball wide. Love. Try forehand there from THIMMAIAH. Just goes into the net. 30 love. Double fault there from the number 1 seed. Haven't seen any really since early in that first set. 30-15. THIMMAIAH needs to take some momentum here. Another double fault.
Well, we haven't seen this for a while, Matt, but it's resurfaced and 30-all. Door slightly ajar for THIMMAIAH.
Great cross-court backhand there from Seung Yeon SEO. 40-30.
Yeah, it's a good move from THIMMAIAH, but just doesn't get that wide enough, and you can see Yeon SEO just able to defend that part of the court. Barely had to move, and she's too good of a player at this age to miss that shot. She gets to 40-30, a chance here for 5-1.
Ball just goes long. Scores the juice. Just plays that ball long.
Advantage.
Seoul. Still struggling with those first serves here. Forehand goes wide from Seo. Back to Juice.
So Yeon SEO extremely close right now, and I feel if she can get to 5-1.
Advantage to Seo here. That ball goes long. So Seung Yeon SEO, she holds. She's up to 5-1 here in the final set.
Second set.
Well, Matt, that outcome of that game right there, a bit of a microcosm of what's occurred really throughout this girls' final. Another tight game, got to juice, and then Yeon SEO just finds a way to tough it out. 6-love, 5-1.
Yeah,
Good forehand there from Seung Yeon SEO. Deep behind THIMMAIAH there. Love 15.
love 30.
Wow, double serve there from THIMMAIAH. Love 30. I think writing's on the wall. THIMMAIAH. One of the best shots she's played so far in this match.
Yeah, it is. It shows what youngster from New South Wales capable of. She's 2 metres behind the baseline there when she strikes that. Not easy to do on the slow red clay. Just shows the talent that she has at her disposal.
Well, 15-40. 2 match point opportunities here for Seung Yeon SEO, the number 1 seed. That ball goes wide. And that's game, set, and match to Seung Yeon SEO from Queensland. 6-love, 6-1 here in the girls 14 and under final. And a deserving champion, and very well played in there, Jade.
Yeah, well done to both ladies. It's been a great week of tennis for them on the slow red clay of Canberra. But Yeon SEO, the number 1 seed, well, she lives up to the billing as that forehand sails wide for THIMMAIAH. And, well, for the young lady on screen, that was a very controlled performance. Her decision making with her shot selection was outstanding. Besides some serving issues that, well, reared its ugly head a couple of times throughout that match, but was as good as performances as you're going to see in the under 14s division. As we take a look at some of the key numbers there, you can see the double faults, 5 for Yeon SEO, but she navigated her way through that. 3 for THIMMAIAH. The first serve percent from both girls, not too bad, above 60%. They were looking to get as many first serves in as possible. You're never going to blow your opponent away with the serve in the under 14s division. First serve points won 24-12 in favour of the number 1 seed. And you can see the total points won, well, with a scoreline of 6-love, 6-1 is to be expected. 6-love, 6-1, but look, I really feel it was probably a 6-1, 6-2 result if THIMMAIAH is able to convert those opportunities, which she wasn't. But take nothing away from the number 1 seed, Yeon SEO. That was a very, very impressive performance on the clay courts here in Canberra, and she is a deserving winner and the national clay court champion in the under 14s girls division. Matt Clayton.
Yeah, thanks, Jade Koff. Thank you for your insights today and across the whole summer. It's been fabulous to call many of our tournaments across the summer here on beIN Sports. So a big shout out to all the team, all our camera and technical operators down at courtside, both today and across the summer of tennis so far. Hope you've enjoyed all the action here on beIN Sports. A big shout out to everyone back in the control booth as well. Done an amazing job to bring out all this tennis action. On behalf of myself, Matt Clayton, and Jay Koff, it's been an absolute joy. Make sure you watch all the action on beIN Sports. Tennis continues across many different platforms here on beIN Sports, so enjoy the rest of the action. But for today, from the junior clay courts, it's goodbye.
Now for the trophy presentations. 12 and under girls singles finalist Vanessa Fitzgerald. U12 and under girls winner, Sadie Gillard.
Thank the groundsmen for having great clay courts and keeping them I don't know, good. Yeah, thank you.
And now on to our boys 12 and under singles finalist, Rohan Tijani. Thank you everyone for a great week.
And the officials.
And our 14 and under girls singles winner, Seung Yeon SEO.
First of all, I want to thank you to Latasha for playing against me and the officials, tournament directors for this amazing opportunities, and the NDS coaches for always supporting me very well.
Thank you, Seung Yeon. And our 14 under boys singles finalist,